In this video, I'll be making Copycat Royal Red Robin burgers served with Crinkle Fries with Red Robin fry seasoning and campfire sauce. Now, a Royal Red Robin burger is basically a cheeseburger with bacon and a fried egg. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be notified when new videos become available. Comments are welcome. To get started, I'm going to be making the campfire sauce and the fry seasoning. Start off with the fry seasoning here before we do any cooking. And of course, I think you put the fry or the seasoning on everything, and you can put the campfire sauce on everything as well, but definitely on the fries. It's definitely for the fries. I'm going to put some of the seasoning on the burgers as well. And then I'll be serving the burgers basically unfinished, so people can just put on ketchup or mustard or whatever they want, and lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ask them already what kind of cheese they wanted and how they want their egg. And I think Red Robin generally does the eggs sunny side up, but I'm going to do them over easy. That way just the yolk is runny. And I'm making up quite a bit of this seasoning so we can have it around, put on our fries or whatever, our burgers. I'm just going to mix this up with just a whisk, but you could also put this like in a coffee grinder, grind it up if you wanted to, but I think actually it would look better with the chunks of parsley, big chunks of parsley in there. Everything else is pretty well ground already. And I'm going to put this in an old chili powder spice container. That way we got a shaker. And I'm even going to label it so we'll remember what it is when I put it in the cupboard there. Okay, next up, campfire sauce for the fries or for the burgers. This is basically mayonnaise and BBQ sauce. Those are the two main ingredients anyway. I'm going to use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I think it's a sweet and spicy. Spicy brown mustard. This is some chipotle chili powder. You could just use regular chili powder though. Some hot smoked paprika. A little bit of honey, if we can get it to come out of the container. Okay, so we got the sauce and the seasoning done. Next up, I'm going to prepare the tomatoes and the onions and the lettuce. I actually bought some these big slicing tomatoes. Normally I just buy Roma tomatoes, use those for pretty much everything, but I think for the burgers this will be a lot better. Okay, so white onion. And I like to cut these in the giant, just big slices, and then put the whole thing on my hamburger. So that's the way I cut it up, but you can also just, if you wanted the rings, just break out the rings. Everybody can build their burger their own way. So. Now I've just got these hearts of romaine, which is what we usually buy. Iceberg would probably be better for this, but this will work good. And as usual, I'm going to prepare way more of this stuff than we need. But I always want to make sure everybody can get what they want. I always hate when I get up there to make my burger and there's no lettuce or there's no whatever. And I'm just going to put some plastic wrap on this and put it in the refrigerator until we're ready to eat. Okay, I got these brioche buns, special for this. Now, I'm not actually going to make the crinkle fries, obviously. I'm just going to use some frozen fries. Cook them in the air fryer or the toaster oven that thinks it's an air fryer. And my secret for making these is to spray them with spray oil, and then when we bake them in the air fryer, they come out pretty much like a deep fat fry. They're pretty close, pretty good, and don't have to get out the deep fryer and the oil and all that. I'll cook those later, but right now I'm going to grill the burgers. So I'm going to go get the grill ready, and this is the first time I've fired up the grill this year, this season. It usually lights with the lighter in there, but not today. It's getting old, but one of these things got to work, right? There. Now I just got to get the rest of the burners lit. I really should clean this out, so they'll all light. Okay, so we'll let the grill heat up and burn off all the crud. Next, I'm gonna fry up some bacon. Just got some thick cut bacon here. I'm just gonna fry up enough for like 3 of these slices per burger. Should be enough. I could do the bacon in the oven, but I wanted to do this so that I have the bacon grease in here, and I'm gonna toast the buns in the bacon grease. That's my plan anyway. Okay, so we've got a pound of ground beef. I think this is 90-10. I usually like to use 85-15 for burgers, but this is what we have. So now I'm going to season these up. Of course, use some of the seasoning, the red rum seasoning I made earlier. I assume this is how they season them at Red Robin. Okay, get our stuff ready to go for the grill here. I'm just going to prep a plate with a paper towel and put the bacon on, which we, yeah, it looks much better now. I don't know about you guys, but I like crispy bacon on my burgers, so that's what I'm going to cook here. Not too crispy, but definitely not chewy. Okay, we have two kinds of cheese for this. I've got American and pepper jack. We actually have more cheeses, but that's only what people wanted. As soon as I mentioned pepper jack, that's what they wanted. So I'm going with the American cheese. So we'll let that drain off, and it'll finish crisping up there. Let's cook up the rest of what we need here, except for that piece, which is really thick. Okay, see if the grill's hot. Looks like the temperature's hot. It's smoking. So we'll just clean off the crowd off the grill now. Hopefully it doesn't light on fire. And I'm just going to use the middle two burners. The other two I just had to let to get it to heat it up, burn off the stuff. Okay, washed our plate so we don't mix the raw meat juice with the cooked burgers when they come off. I'm just going to grab out enough cheese, put the rest of it away. Okay, they're coming along pretty good. All right, let's check them out. Getting there. Go ahead and get the cheese on so it can start melting. All right, looks pretty good. I'll just shut everything down. Forgot I should have started the fries already. Get those going now. I still have to toast the buns. Like I said, my plan was to butter these up and toast them in the pan with the some of that bacon grease. And I poured off most of it, but just leave a little bit. I want to get some, thought I'd get some bacon flavor on there. And I think I make two mistakes here, or at least two. First off, I'm using this butter spread, which has a lot of water in it, which is very handy if you have burger buns that are old and kind of stale. If you toast them with this butter, it generates steam inside and softens them back up. But these brioche rolls, they're pretty soft already. They're really soft, actually. Yeah, I'll pour some of that off. Plus it's getting too hot right now. But the other mistake is going to be cooking them in that pan with all that bacon residue. Crusty bits of bacon stuck to the bottom of the pan. At this point I should have just put them in the toaster oven and toasted them. Okay, oh, I also have to do the eggs. See, they're already cooking in the pan. As I said, I'm just going to do these over easy. Now this is another reason I wanted to have the bacon grease, because I wanted to fry the eggs in the bacon grease. Some of you may or may not like, but these are the best kind of fried eggs ever, I think. They may not be pretty, but they are tasty. Basically almost deep fat fried in bacon grease. And I'm just doing these over easy, so I don't want to cook the yolks. Just cook the white on top. We'll see how I did here. Pretty good. Now, I think this would have worked good if didn't have all that crud in the bottom of the pan there, stuck onto the bottom. And didn't use the butter spread. If I use real butter on there, and you can see how soft those are. Super soft. At this point, they're just getting browned, but they're not really toasted. And they're getting softer from the steam. Meanwhile, the fries are cooking. So I'll go a little longer. So now they're pretty good and stuck. And they're so soft. Well, that one's coming up. I'm just going to pull them anyway. Try not to mangle them too bad. Well, they don't look great, but they do still taste good. They still worked. They're still intact. Fries are done now. Just cover up the fries, keep them warm. This time it's even stuck more. I got out the metal spatula. Still want to scratch the pan. Which is obviously not non-sticking very well. That one actually did toast a little better. Ready to serve. See how soft that? Nice soft yolk there. Just get our vegetable uncovered here. Gotta have a green vegetable. Okay, so I'm gonna make mine I like a little mayo on there. A lot of mayo. And just some ketchup and mustard. Standard stuff. Almost forgot the bacon. Smush it down good. Broke the yolk. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to ooze out. Of course, they want you to do that at the table. So if you want to do that, don't smush it down before you serve it. Fries, get me some of that campfire sauce. Some of that seasoning on the fries. Feels like we're at Red Robin. Ooh, I'm ready to eat. All right, so there you go. A Royal Red Robin burger. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be notified when new videos become available.